Have you ever wondered, how does Jay know all these coffee shops in Paris? Well, you wouldn't be the first to ask. And I do know a lot of coffee shops. Actually, I know so many coffee shops now that I've given up. I can't try anymore. It's not entirely true. I'll let him pee in peace. I keep trying them as we go. Like, I'm always interested in trying a new place. But it went from being like a dozen or so places in Paris, like for specialty coffee. This annoys a lot of people when I talk about coffee in Paris. Yes, coffee has existed here for hundreds of years. Good coffee, maybe 15. Locations for it have exploded. How did you get in here? How did you get ahead of me? But that doesn't mean it's all good coffee. In fact, I think this is becoming a problem. We're being saturated with coffee options, and many of them pretty mediocre, which is kind of what's ruining my drive to go try all the new places. But that's not what today's story is about. Today's story is how did I find the good ones to begin with? Cooper, do you know? Cooper, stay up here. It's taxing. You know KB. KB's been one of my favorites for a long time. I actually found this place in 2014, I think a year after they opened, on a trip through town. When I was visiting some friends, I was living in the Congo at the time. I wasn't even drinking coffee yet, but this place has been a long-standing partner in my ongoing education in coffee. It has grown. I have grown. We've grown together. I love this place. I love the people that work here. I know the owner. I know everybody. But when I came back and I was drinking coffee, like I'd gotten into it by the time I landed here in 2017, I was also writing a book. And I was looking for a place to write. And the issue with coffee shops in Paris, specialty coffee shops, is rent is expensive and they need to sell a lot of coffee to make up the difference. And so they don't really want you sitting around with a laptop for a long time. There are places that allow it, like KB. You want to sit here outside? They have no plugs, so you better have a good battery. But that's one of the reasons that I ended up here all the time, is there's a really nice environment. I love writing in a coffee shop. Sit, write, get something done. But I wanted some variety. Moving around town, there are a lot of places that do not let you work on your laptop, which, as you can probably guess, not so conducive for writing. But what we're doing today is we're actually going to a few places. So KB, this is a spoiler, is in the passport. If you didn't know, we're putting together another scavenger hunt to go with my new book. So if you're coming to Paris this year, you're gonna wanna get one, because inside are 10 places like KB that not only are gonna give you a little visa in your passport when you show up to prove that you were there, and also prove that you were there so that you don't double down on the discount that they give you. They're gonna offer you some freebies and discounts as you go around. So it's gonna cost you 10 euros to get it. We'll ship it to you wherever you are. Hopefully we'll hand it to you in person at one of the parties that are coming up. So you wanna check that out if the tickets haven't already sold out. But in that process, you're gonna save more than you spend. Where at this point, if you go to all those places, you're definitely gonna save more than 10 euros. As you might even just save more than 10 euros here, depending on how much you order and how many of you there are. So it's a really freaking good deal. And it curates a really great list. The 5 coffee shops that are in it, I'm so honored that they all said yes. My first asks, and they all went for it. So Molly's getting some photos. We have some last minute additions to put into that passport. We're gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna tag along with her for a second longer. So excited to have this thing out in the wild. I also just realized this is where I introduced Molly in the vlog like a year ago, a while ago. It's crazy, man. We'll reflect more on friendships and long-term relationships in another video. We gotta keep moving on with the coffee conversation. So while you find all these places in my guide, of course, and my top 10 coffee shops are on my Mapster for patrons. You get my top 10 coffee shops and my top 10 everything else. My guide and my Mapster don't offer discounts. And this is like a limited offer. We're only gonna order a set number of these. We've committed to a particular number, but we're gonna wait a little bit longer to see how the pre-sales go. And if we sell enough of them, we might do a second round. Why am I talking while biking uphill? And there's a bus. Look, if you're coming to Paris this year, you wanna get the passport. I'm putting the link below. You have to have it. Not only does it guarantee a better time in Paris, not only do you get discounts, you're supporting local businesses that I love, and you'll leave with a very unique souvenir. We're trying to make it as cool and quality as possible. And unfortunately, the place we come to, not so photogenic right now with these gates locked up. It's
not all of us.
It's looking.
We want to have e-bikes. We want a leg workout.
Wait, you didn't get an e-bike?
No, I want the leg workout.
How do you feel about a photo with the gates closed, though?
Oh, Clove, are you?
You've been going downhill, so you're just so much slower.
I got stuck behind a taxi.
honestly super excited about these spots, Cooper. I think it's going to be really, really fun. The designs are pretty much finalized. We're trying to get the main stuff done by the end of this week so the printer can get everything ready for the party. We're doing a party, if I haven't said this enough, March 26th. I don't know if tickets have sold out by the time this video has gone live. I kind of hope they have, just for the heck of it, but while tickets might sell out for the event, we're gonna have plenty of passports to go around. You gotta get them with the bundle with my new book at the link below. We're gonna go get lunch. We were gonna go to Margot for empanadas, but they're closed. You should always know early in the week things are tricky when it comes to coffee shops, but it's okay because Sisang's right around the corner. So many good places around here. It's not like we're gonna go hungry. It's always more of a question of like, what do you crave? Just look at this sunshine. Tu ça bien? Just getting a shot of you being really dangerous in the middle of the road there, getting your shots. All right, I'm gonna leave Molly. This is one of the glorious things about having a team. I'm gonna leave Molly to finish getting the rest of these photos. Thanks to Sean P. Ramezani and all my patrons for making this possible and keeping Cooper on my back. I'd say in diapers, but he's been out of those for a while now. Thanks for watching. Be sure, get the link below. I'm gonna link to this for the next few months. If you're coming to Paris or if you live here, you're gonna want this passport. I'm gonna keep it. You get it. See you tomorrow.